The Wise Farmer and the Unfair King. Long ago, in a small village in India, there lived a wise and hard-working farmer named Arjun. He owned a small piece of land where he grew various crops and had a few animals. Arjun was known for his honesty and dedication. One year, the village faced a severe drought. The crops were dying and water was scarce. Despite the difficulties, Arjun managed to grow a small but healthy crop of wheat by carefully using the little water he had. Meanwhile, the king of the region, who lived in a grand palace, heard about Arjun's successful harvest. Greedy for more wealth and food for his own stores, the king summoned Arjun to his court. When Arjun arrived, the king said, "I have heard of your bountiful crops even during this drought. You must share your secret and give half of your harvest to me as a tax for using the land." Arjun was disheartened. He knew that giving away half of his crop would leave his family with barely enough to survive. However, he also knew that the king was not just in his demands. So, Arjun came up with a plan. "Your Majesty, I am but a simple farmer," Arjun began respectfully. "The secret of my crop is not in the seeds or the soil, but in the blessing of the water I use. Let me bring some of this water to you, and bless your own fields." Intrigued, the king agreed. Arjun returned to his village and filled a large pot with ordinary well water. However, before leaving, he placed a small, shining gold coin at the bottom of the pot, hidden from view. Back at the palace, Arjun presented the water to the king. "Your Majesty, this water is special, but it requires a kind and just ruler to use it. As you pour it, think of the prosperity you wish for your people, and the water will work." The king, eager for the magic, personally began to pour the water into his royal garden. As he reached the end of the pot, the gold coin fell out, glittering in the sun. Surprised, the king looked at Arjun, who said, "A just king, who thinks first of his subjects, will find prosperity not just in his crops, but in his character. The true gold is in your kindness and fairness." Realizing the lesson, the king felt ashamed of his greed. He learned that his wealth was of no value if it came at the expense of his people. He thanked Arjun and rewarded him by exempting his land from taxes for the rest of his life. From then on, the king ruled with fairness, and the kingdom prospered as never before. Moral of the story: true prosperity comes from being just and kind. Greed, on the other hand, leads only to loss and shame.
If you like the video, subscribe to our channel for more motivational stories.